Now, very important concept in programming, that is the switch statement, right? The name itself says that it will be switching the different cases, right? So a switch statement allows a variable, as we took int a, that kind of variable, to be tested for equality against the provided list of variables, right? So what we do here is we provide different cases. Hmm? Each value, each value what we provide is called a case, right? And the variable being switched on is checked for each switch case, right? So we see this how programmatically works. Now, as a condition, we'll be having a first single expression, right? Which then will be going on checking with different multiple conditions, whichever satisfies. Similarly to nested if and if else, we are having a default code here. You can see this is the system defined keyword default, where D is small. So after iterating code block 1 for case 1, if it is false, it will go back to case 2. If it does not satisfy, if it is false, it will back again go to case 3. The same condition appears. Then if none of these three satisfies this single expression, then the default case will be handling it automatically. So this is very important. Okay, so remember that each value in a case and the variable being switched to check different multiple conditions are checked for switch case, right? There are some rules where you can apply. I'll write it down here in the you can say editor itself. This is rule number 1. Rule number 1 says that the expression what we use in a switch statement must have an integral, right? It must have an integral. I'll write it down here. The expression used in switch statement must have an integral. The second rule says while using a switch statement, you can have any number of cases within a switch, right? So there's no limitation that how many expressions for particular cases we can take. So you can have any number of statements within a switch. So this is for a single condition. If you're going to use one-time switch, in that switch block, you can have n number of cases, right? Whereas each case is followed by the value be compared. Okay. The third rule says that the constant expression for case must be of same data type as the variable in the switch, right? So there cannot be two different data types which are going to match. If you're going to check for integer in switch case, the switch case expression case must also be an integer, not double float or character, right? So I'll write down this rule. The constant expression for a case must be the same data type as the variable in the switch. That means the switch block. Right? So to stop this loop, we use a break statement, right? We write it as in this form, break and colon. So this ends our first case. Then we can go for second case. So I'll write it down here. If I'm going to use a case, I'll write case 1 colon. This indicates what I will be using here, right? After that, I'll be using break statement. This indicates this is my first condition to be validated with the switch expression. If it is true, printf. If it is true, printf and then break the statement. So this indicates that we will be satisfied with case 1 and then directly exiting to the program. If not, go to case 2, see what is to be printed over there, what is the logic accordingly, and then break. Okay, if none of the condition satisfies, what we do is we go for default case, right? And default, what message we want, we can give here. Getting? So this is the way of writing for switch statement. I prefer you take a snapshot of this screen so that you can later on study. And I'm on the process to convert these recordings into different, you can say, videos and upload it on the YouTube channel. I've shared my link with you of my channel. Subscribe it, put the notification bell on so that as soon as I upload a video regarding these lectures, you will be notified automatically. Okay, now I'll close this window. And we'll open a new one and try to see how this if statement can be executed. So I'll write down my problem statement first. Write a program to demonstrate switch statement. Right, we'll start with the program. Include stdio.h. Take main. Right. Now we'll see that whether a student is having a valid grade or not. If it is having a valid grade, which grade he is having, right? So we'll consider different cases as case A, case B, case C, right? We'll take it in character because we are going to print grade, not an integer. So grade, we write it as B. So if the user is having B, what will be printed on his or her mark sheet, right? Now we'll put the different iterations to check the grade of a particular student. Either it is A, B, C or D. If it is not either of these, we'll put it him as fail. And if it is not A, B, C, D, C, D and F, that means he has entered something different other than the grade. So we need to handle that too, that you have entered an invalid grade, right? So we'll check these conditions. I'll put on the switch case, right? Which variable we are going to operate on? Grade variable, right? Now, the scope of switch starts from here. How to declare? We declare it in case. Okay, so case first is A, colon, enter. If the case is A, what has to be done? We'll write it in printf. If the person is having A grade, we'll give him a message as excellent, right? And break statement. If this condition is satisfied, case A will be entered, the message will be printed and will be out of the loop by using this break statement. If not, if it is case B, now let's see, by not giving anything in this case, I'll take an empty case without any break statement, right? You can write it. Okay, so I'll take case C. And I'll put as printf. I'll put him as well done for getting a C grade. Right? Then a break statement. Then we'll take one more case as D. indicate him what he'll be getting a remark after getting a grade as D. So passed, right? So that's just on the verge. We'll take a new statement for each one on the new line. Okay. Now we take that might be a person would fail, right? He might get a grade below D. So we need to consider that case also. We put it as F, F indicating as fail. Okay. So printf statement. We'll take it on next line to handle default case also. Right? We'll break this code here and then go for default. Now, why default? Suppose there are these valid cases A, B, C, D, and F, and a user enters other than these, right? So that too has to be handled that whatever grade you have entered is not valid. So enter a valid grade. So I'll put it in printf. Now this scope of switch case ends here, right? Now we'll go for the program exit, right? So we need to tell your grade is %C because we are having a letter on which operator variable grade. Okay, I'll save this code. And we'll execute it. So we have entered our grade as B. So B is nothing but there's no print statement given over here, right? Still then this case is valid. That means I have not given any message to the user, right? So if B grade is here, you will be not getting anything but other than this as well done because I'm not used as a break statement over here, right? What will break statement do? It will close this case, right? In this condition, I have only opened the case and parallelly joined another case as case C and then put up a break over here. So to be considering in this way, right? And finally, for exiting of this switch statement, printf your grade is whatever we have entered here will be printed over here. Now let's try to change this grade and check for default condition whether it gives you as invalid grade. So we are having till F, we'll put it as H, save the program, again execute it and check. See, now it is giving it as invalid grade. So which letter we entered as H. So your grade is H. So H does not represents any grade, right? So the last grade which a student gets is F. Other than A, B, C, D and F, anything is being entered that will be invalid. Okay.